And man, I have not seen this HUD since forever, it feels like. And yet here we are with the first map ready to go. T-side not wasting any time. And into electrical is going to be Nature going down. Simk finding the first. And the bomb plant is just a moment's pace away.
There we go. Hodix down to around 14 HP. You know, it's going to be very complicated for him to be an actual danger. Maybe Zvemi with the dualies as he's hiding in Con, looking for a target. Brute Monster just around the corner. Zvemi, there's the peek, there's the headshot. So he's got a lot more players to take down. And there's Nemanja. You were mentioning him as how they do rely quite heavily on Nemanja's individual performance. Not only his IGL skills, but also just a very, very good raw aim player. Hodix 14 HP. Yeah, there's no hope. Rounds over. Pissed around in the bag for C10. But right now in Thunderpick, they're digging on Sabre and positioning out of Sabre. Simke as he takes down Zvemi. It's a quick B play and they are being flanked at the moment as they did push through Pop, but Sabre, they're still a little far away, and the longer they take, the sooner Zero Tenacity will expect this push. Maybe a good timing here for Jackass.
Oh, come on, come on. He sees one. Trigger discipline was there. He finds two. Jackass, great play. Coming through, gets traded out by AVN, but it might be too late. 3v3, and there is no defuse kit out here onto the CT side. Nature's trying to get in there. It's Nemanja and Simke trying to coordinate, but Simke is watching the other side. That is Niter with two and Nemanja left in a 1v3. If it's one man to do it, it's gotta be him. He spams one down, but leaves himself at 3. And is there time, Pop? I don't believe there is. Going down to the wire. 3, 2, 1, and the bomb is going to be defused. Sabre, first round on the board. Nemanja really took a gamble and sadly didn't pay off. I will say Simke is currently trying to find his way in, but Jackass had the angle. Very nice there from Jackass. And so does Nemanja fall as well. The round falls apart at the seams as Zero Tenacity just take a bit too much time to entry up here.
Okay, AVN, there we go, to kill onto Niter. They're still down a player, so they're looking for some more. 20 seconds on the clock. It's not really the most comfortable position to be in. Some good positioning from Sabre as well. Good flash. At least gets Jackass to fall back a little bit. Oh, fake reality. Missed shot by Brute Monster, and that might have saved the round there. The kill from Fake Reality. Another one found onto AVN, and Juff was just running away, trying to save the op. There we go. There's Sabre with a second round on the board. They realized that Juffo did back away, and they will not get to him in time. That player was hiding. There was another player in Con, but I think there were smokes available for Zero Tenacity, so that kill actually could have switched around the round by itself. Nemanja, though, look at this. The aggression with the Mac 10. Fast play from a main, and he's going to get a second from behind the site. Oh, that's the problem, Jackass. You can't really fall to a Mac 10 like that.
Nah, this is classic Nemanja right there. He just says, okay, you know what? Those 2 rounds, we shouldn't have lost them. I'll just entry up out here. I'll just do most of the work, and we'll make the round work ahead. Now, however, into red, Fake Reality did try to find himself a little bit in there, but sadly, the snake was taken down, was killed, and that is Hodix and Zvemi left to try to save what they've got, but a Tech 9 will say otherwise. AVN, free weapon upgrade. And that is Zero Tenacity in its prime. How it's scary, aggressive, unrelenting, and just taking you when you think they're down. 3-2 out here for Zero Tenacity. And I do want to mention out here, Pop, the fact that we were talking about Anubis just a couple of rounds ago. And, oh, so that's the bomb timer on the HUD. Okay, I thought that was the fuse timer. Flawless round. Yeah, Zero Tenacity, their best map on Anubis, by the way, this season, this past 3 months, actually, has been up against Nevermore, which, again, is the core of Hodix, Nature, and Jackass.
You might as well try it. I mean, it doesn't really cost you anything, does it? But...
Ooh. Oh, there you go.
Free kill. Zvemi, that's a nice find onto AVN. And behold, they're on the upper side of B, and head spotted. Zvemi needs to hang on as much as he can. And, he finds a couple of kills. That's actually crazy. B10. A very slow push, but Broodmonster and Joffo do find a kill each. Hodix will take care of the
5
Opera.
seconds. Yeah.
And it's again Joffo with a save, but I just think, oh, thankfully he doesn't go down. It would have been a very big problem if he goes down after the timer ends. They didn't really rush into the site itself. They were hanging around upper ramp, and if you're hanging around upper ramp, you can be seen from a lot of places. So that's exactly why I'm saying they should have been a little faster.
Yeah, appears that again, the only rounds that they lose are the ones where they don't press W in, but Zero Tenacity found 2 frags off the bat here and are gonna keep it up. Individual performances saving the day here for Sabre. Can that happen once again? Svemi did it in the last round. Now there's Jackass here left to play. He 1v1s AVN, takes him down in electrical. They're for Pop Dog, actually, not in electrical. Svemi, oh, this is a power position too. The flank might just work out. Doesn't see the bomb though, and Brewmonster has been hurt. It's a free frag, and Svemi no trigger discipline at all. Yoffel goes for the fight, and it might just be the A1S to win, but it won't. 2v2, and 1 coming out of Connector, 1 out of Ivy. Trying to find this retake. Yoffel's got to be careful, and he is not. Crosses the road, doesn't check both ways. Simk left in a 1v2, and half HP onto Jackass makes him not really want to push out alone. Niter might be caught off guard here, but the AK, even though there was the right idea, wrong execution. It's Sabre on the 4th round here, and the equalization has been made. I am pretty sure that CT side still prevails out here on train. So Sabre doing a good job of capitalizing on that, but Zero Tenacity, we know how their T side usually goes. We know that they can be very oppressive when they need to, and that is the way to trade it out. However, Hodix stays alive, gets a frag, and moves back. It's very well played out here. Good fundamentals here for Sabre. But the bomb has been planted, so you're fighting in the 4v3. Gotta watch out for Brewmonster. He's been the main issue when it came down to Sabre fighting Zero Tenacity, or Nevermore as their core was out here in history. And now, in reality, in the present, it's going to be AVN finding 1, trying to stay alive, spots ahead, doesn't find the 2nd, struggles, and still tries, gets 3, and AVN is unstoppable. They go through, but it won't land, and the pistol will take him down. There's still time, but there's a Nemanja left in play. Zero Tenacity gets close, but AVN bails them out. Like, that doesn't really work when you have the players like Nemanja, like AVN that you just mentioned, like Brute Monsters, of course, that can always just trial and deny a lot of these stat checks, a lot of these 1v1s. Svemi, however, has been pretty successful in winning out his 1v1s. So I guess that is a part of the map we don't have to worry about. Svemi plays anchored, so it's not like he'll be a very big problem when it comes to the entirety of the map.
I love how Nemanja is still looking to see if there's any aggression from Ivy. Flash over. Make reality, good position. Oh, but Joffo comes around the box, and he's gonna find a kill. Jackass already out behind the site. There's Jackass with a kill. So actually gets a 2nd. That was the low HP Nemanja again. Niter's low HP. Svemi not too happy either, but Simke will go down to Svemi. Joffo, good kill, needs to get the bomb planted. He will not have enough time. It's a fake, but Niter, he's not close to the site.
Are not just going to be waiting for that to happen. You know, they're going to be taking up the space. They're going to be winning out their duels. And now you get to see it in action, right? Nemanja is the first one in, out here to Olofmeister, and now everybody else kind of follows up with him, and that's how Yoffel gets out with the kill there, and maybe even a 2nd as Simke manages to take them both down. Fake reality, he was back-to-back with him, and yet he doesn't turn around, so now it's Hodix and Svemi on a Scout A1S combo to try to, you know, do their best to try to make their way back, but there's just no way. It's a 4-on-2, but it's the last round of the half as well, so they have to go for it. Oh, yeah. That's it. That is just it. See, if Nemanja's taking charge, things go good for Zero Tenacity. If he isn't, and he's flopping about, and he's wondering, okay, where can I go in next? Then Zero Tenacity are going to be losing a couple of rounds. However, that's not the case in the last one. It's a 7-5 split, and it's Zero Tenacity managing to get out with an advantage from their first half of the map.
Well then, they do get themselves onto the site. At least they got that going. Looking for those headshots, especially long range. Ooh. He does get dinged, but he's gonna get the kill in return. Hodix with a kill onto Simk. Svemi will find Brood Monster, and this Hodix with a kill onto Nemanja, so it's just a couple of players left alive, but Jofo finding a double kill, a third as well. AVN, he goes down. The round's not over. Hodix will make sure that it's a 1v2. Jofo almost making it work. Too quick about it. They're waiting to see what Z10 are up to and what they want to do. So far, no defuse kit needed. Oh, and with kills like that from Nemanja, maybe they won't need one at all as he takes down Niter. We all know that, you know, you're something if you don't buy a diffuser.
Yep, 100%.
Or you could be, not necessarily 100%, but let's see the push here as they make their way outside. Where's the A side? Oh, Nemanja. Unfortunate timing. Brood Monster will help with the kill onto Fake Reality. Hodix did spot Jofo behind the site. Great nade into Khan as well, losing a lot of their HP. Svemi, great kill, but he loses a good chunk of his HP. So it's a 3v3 with a couple of players low on each side. Whoa. Oh, Svemi. I like the initiative. At the same time, that's a great kill from Jackass. Look at Brood Monster. Okay, there's another spam that could work.
Yeah, there's a lot of spams being found right now, but now the 2v2 goes out. Simk should have fallen, but there was no HP on Jackass. So where that comes through is Hodix on a dink. 13 HP remaining, and a 1v1 that manages to win it out. The AK over the A1S, and it looks like we've had our first clutch here for Hodix. 17, because that's how numbers work. That is then when Tenacity kind of starts to break apart, and I love this, right? Breaking open the smoke, trying to get Nemanja in aggressive again. If it's gonna work on your T side, might as well try on your CT side as well, but as he does, gets traded out. Low HP onto Jackass. Fake Reality is going to fall though. Simk, great frag to be found, and low HP onto Jackass as well, trying to push himself over through the old hell over there. It doesn't matter, it doesn't mean anything. It's zero Tenacity. Is there enough time to get onto the Sabre side? Because Simk is already into connector, checking things out, and Nemanja is on an AWP. This is gonna get exciting. Oh, and the timing here, Onyx balls. That's Simk and Nemanja finding a piece each. And that is a beautiful puzzle being arranged out here by Zero Tenacity and making themselves on a round win.
Could get Sabre into an awkward position, not feeling too confident about that after all.
But you have to remember, right, the half started out 7-5 in favor of Z10, so if Sabre could bring through 5 whole rounds with no interruption, then surely they can handle a hitch like this. Svemi trades out Nemanja again on the aggro. He hasn't heard Jackass.
Yeah. Oh, it's all about timing now. Maybe Jackass can sneak in behind AVN and just take him down. He's going to check the corner. Oh, he's not going to check the corner, actually. But Monster eliminated, but an easy kill for AVN. So now, the rotation's coming through. Demi, he will be taken down by the same AVN, and he's got the last 2 players coming towards him. He did go behind another train, so we don't know exactly where he is. Niter able to plan. AVN will go down to Fake Reality. There's the thing. Both players within 1 bullet of death. Fake Reality going towards the back of side. Jofo's already there, and he's got the angle already. Fake Reality was expecting Jofo to stay put, but he was not doing that. So there we go. Round in favor of Z10.
They are locked in. They know how to play together. But you try to take anyone out of the situation, and suddenly more issues are going to start popping up. But let's talk about the game at hand here for a second. Nemanja, speaking of the devil finds Svemi, shoots him down, and lays us in a 4v2. Could even push past the smoke out here and gets an easy second frag, as Fake Reality has dropped in, has been heard. Hodix checks back, and from behind, it's Hodix to try to stay alive. Fake Reality, he pushed way far forward than he shouldn't have, because Zero Tenacity make that one easy in the 3v1.
Coming in on their options, Brood Monster is a leg shot onto Fake Reality, and he backs away, but a little too much, as he gets taken down by Fake Reality. The low HP player, Nemanja, good find. That was the full HP player, and he's going to push through. The double kill from Nemanja. That's very impressive. Simke
Oh,
takes down Niter. It's down to Svemi and Jackass, the last two players still alive. A 2v4. Not the most complicated situation in the world, but not an easy one either. So what can they get done? The bomb is left somewhere in the back, and
it feels so tough there for Hodix as well, because he played the right way. He had the good fundamentals. He tried to take up the space after he found the initial frag. It's just Nemanja's out of this world. He takes down 2. Yofo trades it back on Simke, and that is definitely the way the quickie crumbles. After Sabre finds a 10-7 lead, being down 5 entire rounds, it's now down to Svemi in a 1v3 to try to keep it alive into this game. It's not over yet, but as you say, it's definitely not easy. 30 seconds and the bomb's nowhere to be seen. It's all the way in B holes. So Svemi's just trying to play for the kills right now, and the moment he's going to spot out the first, the second's just going to run away. He's making steps. He's making noise out here, Pop. He's running desperate because he has to get to that bomb. And he doesn't have any information on the remaining players. I think we might be watching the demise of Train for Sabre.
Yeah.
And that is it. And what a sad way to end it out here for Svemi as well. Left alone with no bomb, no chance, and no hope. We go to map number 2. We go to Inferno to see if Zero Tenacity are going to need Mirage to end this one off, or if they find it on Inferno. Took a little bit of a break, but we are here, and now it is going to be Inferno, and as we mentioned, Pop, it is about to be a decider game possibly here for Zero Tenacity if they can take their enemy's map pick here, and wow, AVN, that is exemplary out of the USP.
well, I guess they really fixed that issue, because it is not looking like a very disputed first round. Niter looking for that kill. Around the corner, there's a couple of players. He's gonna find Nemanja, but there's Simke finally swinging out, gets the kill. They got that little scare on Train when they were down 7-10, and surely they don't want to experience that again. Oh, Hodix want to change things up with a kill on the Jofo, but Monster is there to answer back. Fake Reality just behind the smoke. There's Nemanja waiting for him, and it's actually Fake Reality to win that duel. Niter finds AVN, but Monster rotating around. Simke trying to come in for the flank through mid. Oh, but Monster spots 2, takes down 2, and sees another. It's a dink, but it's not a kill. Jackass, the 1v1 against Simke. He has an MP9, but he should know that the last player is low HP. Molly thrown, he's just going to push through with the pre-fire. Will work. It's Simke with a headshot. And my, oh my, what a round there. Brute Monster, great job by him. It's a quad kill.
Simke learned from the best though as well, right? If he didn't have that MP9 and he would have overthought it, maybe that 1v1 becomes a little bit doable for Niter. But he's Nemanja's player after all. Monster keeps it up though. It appears that last map he wasn't as flashy as he usually is. So this time he's saying, okay, I got this. Look at me go. And he is definitely going. Already found the opening pick.
Yep.
And now players on long struggling to actually take up any space.
Yeah, it's
35 seconds.
It's not going to be easy, especially with the setup that Z10 do have going on here and the rotation coming through from 2 other players. That smoke is going to give everything away. There's no molly. The flash will come through. That's the last of the util. Oh, Simke, great shot. Hodix tries to turn around to get that second kill. Nemanja still on the side, taken out by Svemi. It's a 3v2. Z10 trying to hang on to the side. There's the swing, but there's the kill. Oh, Jofo, great timing. Niter inside the smoke, gonna try pushing through. But Jofo will take him down as well.
Oh, I like this. A little bit more aggressive scaling up in towards Banana. A nice little Molotov to bring it back down. Those Zero Tenacity have taken the space back out. And now it's utility wars. Now it's information wars, as I like to call them. As every single team is just trying to preview each other out. It's an amazing flash. However, Svemi struggles and actually find the frag. So Fake Reality is going to come right back in and deny them that. AVN on the timing, even through the smoke, finds the last one. The B push denied, and now a 2v2 onto the A bomb side should come through. Your fault. Cleared it out, spotted the first. Niter slow on the reaction still. Manages to get out with his life, and Jackass, well, he's got the bomb now, but only 31 HP. So this is a man against the world, and a man whose barrel has been spotted. Brewmaster was waiting. And at this point, it's Zero's Tenacity's first half to take, really.
Yeah, it just gets very, very complicated after this. Not impossible, but it's just, you're gonna have to come back from a deficit of 6 rounds on not the most, you know, T or CT sided map. Of course, it helps out on the T side if you're able to take control of the site very easily. You're basically awarded round, especially if you have the player advantage, just because the retakes are just that complicated. So we'll see what can be done here.
Well, let's see it, because right now, Brewmonster's not even giving him a chance for the smoke. Blindly shoots out, connects on another through archways. There is Jackass already making his way through, but he's been spotted and taken care of. So the Tech-9s are running Brewmonster down, and Brewmonster just doesn't care, man. Combat opping, shotgun opping into the bomb site. Will stay and look the Tech-9s in the face, and will take his P250 out and win it out in the end anyways. That is a man who's 13-3. That is a man who puts up his second quad kill of the map already.
It's something that they need to be very wary of. I mean, the round, or the round itself as well, but the map is not over, right? Even if they're 0-7, they could get some more rounds on the board, try and make it work on the CT side. No one's doubting that, but it just seems like C10 are impenetrable right now. Look at that, CMK taking down Fake Reality. There's a trade though, so at least they got something in return. They got a low HP player they need to be very careful with, and
limited HP on Zvemi as well, so they're trying to get their way in towards this B bomb side. And first man engage is going to be AVN onto this fountain. Oh, the timing though comes through, and the flash still left alive. AVN somehow allowed to take another bullet out here as he hurls it towards the face of Hodix. That's Jackass, last man standing, 1v1 literally into the bomb site. And Simk is going to take care of it. Well played, well done. Zero Tenacity not putting the win streak down. It is 8-0.
you need to earn it, and it's not easy.
Oh, first one down. Brewmonster's again looking for a quad kill. Is he gonna give us the third one of this game?
Well, AVN finding that kill into Zvemi. Hodix, unfortunate duel, but he could make it work. Oh no, they're actually still getting the upper hand.
No, I think at this point Sabre are just left without real hope. I mean, how does Yofo not die there? He was jumping away with a knife in hand, and still he gets out to safety.
Sabre, another chance with the Tech-9s, and well, I shouldn't really call it chance. There's pretty slim chances, but yeah, at least maybe there's something. Fortunate, but they get a couple in return. Hang on, they might be getting themselves onto the B site.
Let's see a spam through the smoke though. Yep, that's AVN. Good for the first 3v3 post-spawn scenario. There are defuse kits in play, and there's a little bit of utility where that came from. AVN trying his luck to spam again. And it's Brewmonster waiting on that smoke to fade. They've got to get them way in. Banana has been completely nullified with that, and Brewmonster finds one onto Hodix. Looks for the Tech-9, finds it as well. Brewmonster doesn't care, he hasn't stopped, and he won't stop, because he finds the third, and he finds the 10th round on the board as well. My lord.
Hodix locked in with the op. Nemanja will take down Fake Reality with a nade. AVN finding Nater, and they're just losing players left and right. A lot more exciting, right?
Yeah. Oh,
right now,
first
that's not the
missed
case.
shot from Brewmonster.
There we go. I mean, when he's 19-4, you'll take anything you can get.
Yeah, that's been the thing though, right? It's been a two-man game, AVN and Brute Monster, because Nemanja hasn't even had a chance to play. He's 3-6. Yolfo and Simk the same. And maybe now Sabre finally gonna get their way in here as Nemanja is going to fall. AVN trying to hold down the line. Do they really expect a 4-man setup though? Apparently they do. They expect a 3-manner. Now 1v1. Oh, my goodness. That's so nasty. That is so nasty. Hodix doesn't even know what hit him.
You're up 11-0, or rather, you're down 0-11. I don't know what you can get done here. I think it just gets... It's not impossible, of course. I'm always a fan of, you know, believing at all times, but you need to be a very hard believer right now. A 5v3 potential perfect half on the CT side, too, right? It's not 11-0. They're not risking things. They're not peeking out when they don't need to. AVN, very patient, gets one, not a second, but it doesn't really matter. It's neither and Hodix in a 2v4. Bomb is miles away, and they need to take control of the site. There's some typing going on, so you know, maybe someone is not too happy about what the score line is at.
Yeah, there definitely should be at least 5 people who are not too happy about that, but what can you do about it, you know?
I wouldn't be very happy.
Yeah. Yofo.
Expect Yofo there.
Yep. Oh, left, right, good night. Okay. That is Yofo ending things off on a clean and flawless first half out here for Zero Tenacity. It is 12-0. Yeah.
12-0. It is 12 series points for Zero Tenacity. Sabre need a perfect CT half to try and get it to overtime. And they start off with a fast push down mid, fully flashed. Joffo with a double, the P250 looking for some long-range headshots as well from Brute Monster. Niter, well, that's not what you want from flank. MK will shut him down. It's a 4v2. And are we going to have a perfect second map to end up the best of 3 and Zero Tenacity move on forward to and eliminate Sabre? Or will Jackass and Svemi pull it back?
No, man. Yofo is right now an aim merchant. He's killing them out with the pistols, and Simke is right behind him. It is flawless. It is clean. And it is a 13-0. That Jackass is left at 1v4, and he is not going to fall just yet. He's getting there. 1v3 remaining. Has got to pass to 3 more, but no Diffuse gets no chance at the round. This should be the clean game that Zero Tenacity are going to be getting out of Group A with, and are going to be the second team out here alongside Passion UA, managing to break out of the close qualifiers, to break out of the group stage and go into those playoffs. Very well played. The decider goes one way, and it is Zero Tenacity taking it in stride and in an easy 13-0.